All right, so here we are. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever the case that may be, where you at. My name is Fernando, aka Frodo, here in Frodo Finds. Today we're going to be talking about or watching a movie about Maine State Representative Deqa Dhalac. Deqa Dhalac. Is that how you pronounce it? She's from Maine. She's the state representative. She's not from Minneapolis. It's like all this news are saying about Somalians, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. But she was on the video and it's kind of slipped up. What she was saying, what she was saying about the whole thing. Okay, we're gonna watch that here in a minute. But I just want you to find out or get to know this person. She's a Somalian descent. I don't know if she was born, but according to the reports, yes, she was born. She was born in Somalia, so she's Somalian-born. She's serving in the Maine House of Representatives. She previously was actually a mayor of South Portland, Maine. She became the first African-born female mayor in the U.S. She and another lawmaker are among the first Somali Americans elected to Maine's legislature. So that's a big thing especially for the Democrats. The new thing. So I mean, it's what's her face? Kamala would have been the first female, Black, Indian, whatever, minority president. If she would have, we dodged a bullet there, by the way. Dodged the bullet in that one. So, this video is actually in 2025. The resurfaced, which actually this person Dhalac appears to say that one of her goals as an elected U.S. official is to help rebuild or build back her home country. See, this is what I don't get, right? This is what like I said, I was born in the Philippines. I came to United States because my family's here, right? And my family did, lawfully, and they did it legally. I came to the States when I was a teenager, about 18 years old. I came to America. And ever since, we learned, or most Filipino have learned to assimilate. We speak the language. We are Western. We are also fat. We love fast food. All that thing, right? So, but this person and a lot of the Somalians, especially Somalians who's in in politics lately. Ilan Omar Fateh in Somalia, and then this recent debacle. Is that how you say it? Debacle. About the feeding the poor or feeding the children programs. Actually, they scammed taxpayer money, about billions of dollars. I think it's over $1 billion. So, yeah, so this person's, let's watch the video and we'll talk about more, okay? So here's the video. Yeah, I got this video from
women in general, whether we are Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, indigenous, we don't usually say we want to run for office. So we always question ourselves as women. But for me,
hold on a second. So she's generalizing a lot of people here. Let me rewind that back. What has he said?
Hispanic, indigenous, we don't usually, as women in general, whether we are Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, indigenous, we don't usually say we want to run for office.
What made you the one who was the spokesperson for me? What is this we for? What is me? I'm Asian. I'm brown, right? I'm Filipino. Some of you might probably mistaken me for a Mexican, right? Hispanic. So what is this we for? What are you getting this from?
So we always question ourselves as women, but for me,
So-
I have so many different identities. If you can, you can see me.
Really?
I'm an immigrant. I'm a woman. I'm a black woman, immigrant, and also a Muslim woman. So that was really not.
So yeah, so this is an accomplishment for them, especially her, because she checks all the boxes, right? Muslim, women, minority, black, basically non-white, right? Non-male white. That's what she's saying. So now, what is he saying?
The case for me to even think about running for office.
Really?
But yeah, former President Trump came to Maine and was really saying some harsh things about immigrants in general. So
this is in January 21st, 2022. That's why she said formally, right? So that's why she said formally president. Right. So she said that President Trump said many harsh things. I wonder what that be.
I said, why not? Let's just show the people that we really are immigrants, but we are doing good things in our state and in our community. And that's what we've been doing. We have at least over a dozen immigrant elected officials in the state of Maine.
Your mama's back home still, right? You still have family back home. What did they say?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. People are really bright. They have so much pride and so much, they are grateful, they are happy, and they are asking what can we do back home in Somalia, how we can change policies, how can the politics in Somalia can be, resonate what we have here in the United States, the democracy that we have. How can you help us, be a better country and build back what we used to?
Wait, is he saying the democracy that we have? Is he talking about? I don't think he's talking about Somalia, isn't it? Well, maybe the democracy that we have in the United States to bring it back to Somalian. Is that what it? So that's what it is. Is prioritizing Somalia rather than prioritizing the American as an American or the America. Is that what it's saying? I think that's what she's saying.
To have back in long time ago. So hopefully we will be able to help our country, our former country, Somalia.
There it is. Why would you want to do that? This is remember that? Because I see this video all the time about like being a dual citizenship is being jeopardized because of people like this. Because of a person like this one, right? She's an elected official. And she is prioritizing to help other country. Somalia is actually a third world country. Okay, that's categorized as. I know what people say. Oh, that is derogatory. No, it's not. If you are a third world country, function like a third world country, you are a third world country, right? Philippines used to be a third world country, not anymore. No, does the Philippines have? The Philippines perfect? That's whatever country that you might think it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not perfect, but it's not a third world country, right? So this is kind of rhetoric. It's making us like immigrants, like me. I'm a naturalized citizen now, making us look bad. Is this what everyone thinks? No, of course not. They are the majority. Excuse me. They are the minority. They are the minority. Keep in mind that those who voted for Trump to get him elected, non-white, make up to, I think it was somewhere around 52%. That's include the Hispanics, the Asians, the non-white, right? The black, the brown, the yellow, the purple. There's a lot of us. That's a lot of legal immigrant, naturalized citizens that want this crap out of our country. Like this person right here that prioritizing Somalia. Really? You want to prioritize Somalia? That's what's going on in Minnesota. That's why ICE and DHS and all of them is looking into how how they have, or how they were able to manipulate this system to where they by far is one of the minority, like Somalia or countries that have immigrated, or they're, they got their cousins, because they're all brothers, even they're all brothers and sisters. even Ilhan Omar allegedly married her own brother as a, to appear to be, to have that, to basically to get the paperwork. I think that's what they did. That don't drawing blanks, but I'm saying is that's how Ilhan Omar allegedly did it, to get his brother. But they're rich. This person right here, they're rich. They're not like your regular Somalian. And what happened in what's going on in Minnesota, in Minneapolis. I'm not saying everyone, all Somalis are like her, but the media is making seems like every Somalians or Somalis think like her. No, they don't. Some would love to have that, would love to embrace that Americanism, American dream. Not her. Now, I don't know how many of them, but that's just maybe a handful of them, right? And there was a lot of the statistics that came out, like the Somalis in Minnesota, the Somalians, are only, I think 37% have, jobs and able to, live off for themselves, meaning like there's no government assistance or anything like that. So majority of them really rely on the government assistance. And this is how they mooch, or they leech on the government system. And I understand, like I said, if it's just a handful of them, a couple of hundred, but you're talking about like over 100, like over 50,000 people or 80,000 people, and they looking into for that system, and they coach their, the people, other people to do it. And the government itself, they are encouraging it, and the taxpayers are the ones that's having to deal with the burdens of that. So, yeah, that's what's happening.
And show what we can do here can be also built into other countries that we left a long time ago.
Get the fuck out of here!
So that's what's going on. So this is what's her name again? The Dhalac, the Dhalac, the person, Dhalac. Yeah. So that's her, right? So the question is, why are a lot of the Somali Americans, seems like they don't have the allegiance to the United States. They have no full allegiance to the America, even though those people that have taken an oath to become a United States citizens. A lot of those people, sometimes they just, they seem to forget what kind of oath they took to become a United States citizen. Right? So, and I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying all Somalians are like that, but it seems to be, though. It's like I can see it. All the media is just like pushing all this narrative, especially this like her, the elected official. When they say build back Somalia, it doesn't sit well. I mean, I've been in the United States for, 30 years. It doesn't sit well to me as an American. Why would you want to build back Somalia? It's triggering to a lot of people. because it's divisive. It's especially when you have the power over, I mean, the U.S. laws and the U.S. taxpayers' money, right? So, and it doesn't matter if the intention is humanitarian. The optics, though, that's what, the optics. Because if I'm from Maine and she's saying that, first thing that would pop in my head would be, especially if I voted for her, right? I've elected you. I voted for you to serve Maine, Minnesota, Chicago, or the district. I elected you to do that to make this district or your district great. Or in Trump's term, make America great again, right? I've elected you to serve that, not Somalia, not Mogadishu, And she said that in public. So now I'm thinking it's all those. I'm pretty sure that, I don't know, big chunk of the Somali Americans who are able to voted for her, right? So you're kind of thinking, it's like, well, is the entire community, is the entire Somalian think that way, right? Does it think like that? I mean, it's like how AOC, that's like, she's got a lot of Hispanic votes. Do they all think like that? I don't think so. I might be the handful of it and saying, no, wait a minute. We didn't elect you to make Mogadishu great. So the thing is, I think here's my point, that I think they're being drawn out at that. I think, and also they're scared to step up, because it's like maybe the majority of it. So I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them think like that, right? So it's been going on 17 minutes now. So, so that's just my thought. So, but anyway, this is. She got caught. Now she's probably gonna walk that back, or I don't know. She might double down on that. I don't know. I haven't heard any response or anything from her. I'm sure. Like I said, the video was from 2022, so he just recently resurfaced, and a lot of people picked it up and was like, "Wait a minute, isn't that that lady?" And she's not even in Minnesota. She's from Maine, right? She's from Maine, different state. Minnesota or Minneapolis is the only one of the state that has Somalian residents, right? Because they're all congregate in there, and the fact of the matter is, actually, they're different clans of Somalis that in Minnesota that are actually fighting. I don't know if they're fighting physically, but they're trying to vote for their clan or vote for somebody. It's even. Ilhan Omar was on a video saying that they want those Somali to be sent home. Maybe I'm paraphrasing, but I think that's what they were trying to do. So, and then there's so much pride in them, just like her. There's so much pride, saying, "I'm a Somalian. The thing I'm gonna make, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make America just like Somalia." That's what I hear. That's what I'm hearing. I'm pretty sure maybe, if you ask her, she's probably saying, no, that's not what I meant. But that's what I'm hearing. Right? So that's what I'm hearing. So comment if you agree with me. Comment if you don't. But, I got to say what I have to say. So, like I said, let's make America great again, or keep America great now, because Trump's the president and all that, and making we're blowing up enemies left and right, peace and bringing up, and then gas actually is down. Holiday is becoming affordable now, so I like that. All right, so here it is. We'll talk to you guys later. Happy Monday. Peace out.